Holy fuck! Holy shit! You guys alright? Karen?
Welcome to the third press conference for the 2023 Carl Spackler Open. Today we're going to announce where the next venue will be held. Our event will be held June 22nd, which is a Thursday, through the 25th, which is a Sunday of 2023. So the search for a venue for this year was quite frustrating. As demand picks up to participate at the Carl Spackler Open, tee time availability keeps decreasing. In addition to that, our calendar has never been so restrictive, and inflation keeps raising the cost of travel. But we pressed on, and I want to take a moment to thank some people. First, I'd like to thank Marty Whalen and Dale Miller for visiting Apple Mountain up in northern Michigan. I would like to thank Chris Price for visiting Blue Ridge Shadows west of Washington, D.C. in Virginia. I would also like to thank Gene Dorr and Chad Cronauer for scouting out Cypress Creek Golfers Club in Virginia. I would like to thank Jay Myers for carting me around so that we could scout the golf club at Chapel Hill and Belmont Golf Club in North Carolina. And then lastly, I would like to thank Marty Whalen again and Tom Peckham and Mike Gontier for scouting out Island Hills Golf Club in Southwest Michigan. So as we continued to find golf courses with availability, we continued to find reasons why they had availability. So early in September, I received a phone call from an email I had sent at least 3 weeks prior, a course that I had completely given up on. It surprisingly was near another course that I wanted to visit. So I hopped on an airplane and I went to see this golf course. Another special thanks to Chris Price, who picked me up at the airport as we went and looked at these two golf courses. The first golf course was Cutter Creek. Its availability I didn't really care for, but it was June 8th. And what a wonderful golf course this was. Beautifully maintained, fantastic layout, a little bit flat for me, but what the heck. The conditions were just absolutely outstanding. We loved it. So what was the holdup, you might ask? The date we didn't really care for, but we would accept it. But the 35-minute commute one way to the golf course from the hotel we found to be excessive, doable, but not ideal. So we decided to proceed forward and see what we'd get with the next golf course. And bingo. The golf course hit, the hotel hit, the nightlife hit, the commute hit, the banquet hall hit. So I am pleased to announce The 2023 Carl Spackler Open will be held at Cypress Landing Golf Course in Chocowinity, North Carolina. Where did you just say we're headed? Let me help you with that. We have a Choco Taco. We have the Wynn Hotel in Vegas. We have the two letters IT. And we have a golf tee. Chocowinity, North Carolina. So let's take a break. I've asked one of our favorites, Matt Mogul, to pick one of his favorite shots and to provide us some instruction.
Greg asked me to do a little, one of my favorite shots here. So I've got an 8-iron. I do a little bump and run here. It's a pretty simple shot. So just set up to it. Just hit. Yeah, good shot. Well, we have some options here. I'm actually kind of pretty mad at that. So one thing I can do is I can take this club and I can snap it across my leg, but I might end up hurting my knee. The other thing I want to do is throw it. So, the problem with that is I got to look around. I got people over here. I got people over here. So in this situation, you got to find a spot that you can throw it where nobody is. So I assess the situation and I let it, the stupid club.
Oh my God!
I did not throw it. Well, if you didn't throw it, how the hell did it get here?
All right, so moving on, let's talk about Cypress Landing and its personality and how it fits into our historical portfolio of Carl Spackler Open golf courses. So once again, the terrain's going to be flat for a third time in 20 years. We're going to play inside of a housing development for the first time since South Padre Island in Texas. We're bringing back trees for the first time in a while. The golf course is going to snake through thousands of trees, much like Mountain Valley does. Half the holes at Cypress Landing are going to have water. So let's bring up the whiteboard so we can go through the consideration list for the Carl Spackler Open. Scenic layout. This year will not be scenic like the Raven in West Virginia, Mountain Valley in Pennsylvania, or Sevierville in Tennessee. The 16th hole rests on the shores of Chocowinity Bay. Golf course variety. The terrain remains flat and heavily wooded like Mountain Valley. Cypress Landing has 310-yard and 410-yard par 4s. It also has 150-yard par 3s and 200-yard par 3s. There are going to be 64 large and small sand traps on 17 holes. 9 holes with water and a handful of dog legs. There are some huge greens with slopes and angles to them. Check. Playability. Is it as playable as Moreland and Myrtle Beach? No. Is it as playable as a treeless, flat, straightforward Metamora Fields? No. It's somewhere in the middle. This will play similar to Mountain Valley with tree-lined fairways, but with a flat terrain, as I said. Balls will easily be found in the woods. The bunkers are uniquely shallow like Rock Hollow in Indiana. Check. Condition of the tees. Superb. We were there in September before the Bermuda grass turned dormant and things were in super golf shape. Fairways. Same thing as the tees. Beautiful. Almost no flaws anywhere on the 18-hole golf course. Greens. Fantastic. No flaws anywhere. Beautiful greens. Will the greens roll true? I believe that if the greens were like they are in September, that the greens will roll more true than anywhere we have ever hosted a Carl Spackler Open event. That includes Pinion Hills, Tanglewood Park, and Conklin Players Club. It was unbelievable how true the ball rolled. You have nobody to blame other than yourself. While we're on the topic of greens, I did check on the aerification schedule, and they will not be aerating anything anywhere near June. So moving on, the conditions of the rough. The rough generally extends from the edge of the fairway into the trees where it reaches white stakes and homes. Bermuda grass needs full sun or dies. The condition of the rough in the woods is sand covered by pine straw. The condition of the rough as you approach the fairway and sunshine will briefly turn to sand and then to Bermuda turf. Check. The condition of the bunkers. Good. Was there any water in them? No. Were they raked? You could tell they were raked, but not recently. Is there a reason for that? Yes. They have more staff in the summer when college kids are out of school. And when the remnants of a hurricane are going to hit in 3 days, they're not focused on that. They're focused on preparing the golf course to get a lot of rain. Hazards. Let's start with the red stakes. All water is fully staked in red and yellow. Out of bounds is a golf course boundary line. It's fully staked. Drop zones. Cypress Landing has multiple drop zones. We do not use drop zones at the Carl Spackler Open. We take a penalty and move up a tee. Ground under repair. They are repairing some partially shaded ground near the cart path. A large area under a super large tree was ground under repair. While we're on the subject of hazards being marked, Cypress Landing also marks the yardages very well. There are birdhouses at 100, 150, and 200 yards. There are red bricks at 100, blue bricks at 200 yards, and white sticks at 150 yards. Golf carts. Does Cypress Landing have coolers on their golf carts? No. We're working on that problem. Does Cypress Landing have USB ports on their golf carts? No. That's going to be our problem. The cart paths at Cypress Landing are in really good condition. They're cemented and they go under the road twice. One more thing before I forget. Cypress Landing is going to have halfway houses on each 9. This is going to be a huge upgrade from Metamora Fields. Conditions of the practice facility. The practice green was in really good shape, identical to the golf course. The practice range was in really good condition and the perfect size for a straight tee and manageable for a shotgun start. Tee time availability. So initially, Cypress Landing granted us 80 spots per day. But during our visit, we were able to talk them into 88 spots per day. Cypress Landing is a straight tee golf course. They don't really prefer shotguns, and when they use them at 7:30 in the morning. So we're either going to be shotgunning at 7:30 in the morning, talking them into something different, or we're going to have a straight tee for 3.5 hours in the morning and getting out of there probably at 4:30 in the afternoon. Regardless of the teeing format, somebody has space for us. Check. Management. Brad is super excited to have us and a little bit nervous because of our size. Our biggest role is to paint a picture of how big we are and how much food and beverage we're going to consume so that he can be staffed accordingly. Clubhouse size. The size of the clubhouse is going to be similar to Pinion Hills. Cypress Landing has a nice golf cart garage adjacent to the clubhouse in case it rains. We're going to use the public house 3 miles into Chocowinity if there's a longer rain delay. Clubhouse menu. There are 10 sandwiches and salads. They also serve a variety of beverages. Check. Finishing holes. The 9th hole is going to be forgettable, but the 18th hole is a beautiful par 5 with a green sitting on a large water hazard. Definite check. So that's it for the golf course. Let's move over to the hotel. Excuse me. I need to call Ridgeway. Hold on a second. Yes, what's up? Yeah, we're always taking content. Yeah, we got room for Miller. Oh, it's just a shot. All right. Send it over. So that was Jason Ridgeway. He found some video footage from Metamora Fields of Jeff Miller playing a par 3. He's sending it over right now. So where were we? Oh, hotel. So Washington, North Carolina is just 8 minutes from Cypress Landing Golf Course. The Fairfield Inn by Marriott has been chosen to host the 2023 Carl Spackler Open. This is the second time in 3 years that we've chosen the Fairfield Inn by Marriott. The hotel in Washington, North Carolina is almost identical to the one in Farmington, New Mexico. One difference is the large patio outside with the fireplace. Size. The hotel is exactly 40 rooms with 2 beds. We have reserved all of them, plus 8 rooms with king bed and sofa bed. The hotel has a decent-sized meeting room for 60 golfers and a breakfast area with 80 chairs. Check. Clean and comfortable. Check. Breakfast. Check. Swimming pool. Check. You got the video? All right, so they have Jeff Miller's video. Can you put it up? All right. Go ahead. Well, that was a good swing. Oh, it got caught up in the back. Doesn't look that special to me. It's going to be a heck of a chip from back there. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. What? Oh my gosh, he's going to have a birdie putt. What is going on here? Unbelievable! That was incredible. Did you just see that? Unreal. All right, so back to the hotel. Unreal. Back to the hotel. Let's talk about management. The manager has been great throughout. Very responsive to us and really wants us to have a great time. The hotel does not have a bar. It will not tolerate super fun, loud behavior. Socializing will be welcome, but the group must go into Washington, North Carolina to consume lots of alcohol and party all night. Meeting space. The hotel has a large meeting room for about 60 people and a breakfast area that has 80 chairs. So let's move the player meeting up into the hotel. Check. Awards dinner. The hotel has a conference room for us for about 60 golfers. If we have more than 60, and we have 88, downtown Washington has got a banquet hall that's very large. It'll probably fit 120 people. Check. Commute times. Hotel to the golf course. It takes 8 minutes to drive to Cypress Landing Golf Course. Check. Hotel to airport. Greenville, North Carolina has an airport with limited flights from Charlotte. It is 30 minutes from the hotel. A bigger Raleigh International Airport is 2 hours away. Hotel to bars. Washington, North Carolina has 5 breweries and bars, but nothing within walking distance of the hotel. 4 of these places are located downtown on the same street next to each other. It is a 4 to 5 minute drive. A 5th bar, Blackwater Jack's, is located about a mile east of downtown. Washington has both Uber, and the hotel management has provided us contact information to a local driver with a 15-seat passenger van. Hotel to restaurant. There are a dozen restaurants, including 1 rooftop restaurant in downtown Washington. Check. Hotel to awards dinner. The banquet room is located across the street from the bars in downtown Washington. Check. Hotel to convenience store. There's a Sheetz gas station within walking distance of the hotel. Check. As you can see, both Cypress Landing Golf Course and Washington, North Carolina are great choices to host the 2023 Carl Spackler Open. Let's talk about fees. Here is a historical chart with fees. The chart includes golf, hotel, and event fees. The last 2 events include a 5th night lodging. Some might say a miracle has occurred. Some might say the time we spent paid dividends. But I'm here, regardless, to announce that the 2023 Carl Spackler Open event fee is decreasing. We have negotiated $61 per night per person with tax and breakfast at the Fairfield Inn by Marriott. It gets better. We've negotiated green fees with range balls at $40 per day. These green fees trade in a traditional Wednesday green fee for a Sunday green fee. Everyone will pay just $160 for 4 rounds of golf and cart and range at Cypress Landing. This $40 fee per day is historically the lowest non-Mountain Valley venue since South Padre Island more than 10 years ago. We are estimating the North Carolina choice of venue will collectively save our group over $15,000. With all this said, on behalf of the Captains Club, I would like to announce the 2023 Carl Spackler Open event fee will drop to $561 a player. Yes, I said $561 a player. The $561 includes a further discounted 5th night lodging for Wednesday, June 21st. The tax-included rate was negotiated down to just $55 per golfer. The $561 is an inclusive fee. It includes 4 rounds of golf, cart, range, 5 nights lodging at the Fairfield Inn, 5 breakfasts, awards, dinner, gifts, prizes, and event fees. While we're talking about fees, let's talk about beer price at Cypress Landing Golf Course. The price of a beer at Cypress Landing is $3. A decision was made during our visit to eliminate beer price from the negotiations due to the super low $40 greens fee. Everyone can expect to pay 50 cents more per beer this year. That is all I have for today. This concludes today's press conference. Everyone knows that we're headed to North Carolina in June. That'd be June 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th. Registration will open either December 1st or earlier. This is a reminder that our new roster acceptance process will be implemented through the registration process this year. Looking forward to seeing everyone again in June. Until then,